I left that one hanger there, about 4 feet off the ground, shouldn't be a problem. Everything else is pretty much out over the house here. And we got a mess. Tipper's right there, skid loader, ready to roll.
Hi, it's Daniel Murphy, and we're back on that sweet gum job. Basically, everything that was on the ground in that first shot was just bombed out of the tree. Now I'm setting up the rigging system. We keep a lowering device right attached to the back of the bucket truck at all times. So when you're going to do that, in order to avoid side loading your trees, it's always good to set up a low redirect. And then here's going to be the final overhead anchoring point. The object of this video is to show you some real-time rigging situations here where a combination of good rigging setups and good cutting techniques makes the job go fast and smooth and easy. I'm going to tie these pieces off below the center of gravity. So when they start coming on the rope, they start taking some stretch in the rope, which this is True Blue, which has a good amount of stretch in it, which I like for rigging.
Alright, take one!
When the cut's made here, this piece is going to transfer and move slowly onto the rope. And by the time it's completely off the tree, it's a very slow, gentle movement. Let's take a look.
Let her down. Down, 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 down. That's pretty.
Gentle movement down and away from me is what I'm looking for when I rig out pieces like this. That's almost going to always be the way I'd like to see pieces move. I don't want to see pieces tip-tied and helicoptering around at my level. I want them to move down and away from me. That's the safest, fastest, easiest way for things to go, and it's also the smoothest. Watch for the lack of stubs. I think I cut one stub off of this tree, but I'm trying not to leave any stubs in the first place. With all my cuts, I'm trying to make them fairly flush. That saves a lot of time in the long run.
Alright, get ready on the rope, take two!
And I'm also not making a lot of undercuts because they're just not necessary here. And actually the pieces move a little more smoothly when they rip down onto the rigging.
Hey man, I want to move that rope up a minute. Give me just a little slack.
Alright, right too long. Got some slack.
Now I'm going to admit something here. I probably wouldn't have rigged this in one if I wasn't shooting video here. I didn't really need to rig it in one.
Alright, take that up. Get two back on there, please.
One of the things I like to do on video is to push the limits a little bit to show you what's possible here with a 1/2-inch rope and a proper rigging setup.
Want to ease right onto the rope.
Alright.
A lot of guys are going to kind of freak out here because this piece gently comes down and just taps the driveway. There's no damage done to the driveway at all. People are going to say, well, you hit something, therefore that was a failure. For the last 10 years, every time I show something that pushes the limits, is beyond people's normal, everyday understanding of how tree work is to be done. People freak out and say, you're lucky, you're a reckless maniac. It's none of that. It's all in the script.
Stand clear. Gonna cut some little stuff.
Alright.
out of gas. All right, take it up, take one.
Got it.
Very pretty.
In this clip, I'm leaving it unedited. From the time that piece separated there, the rope gets untied, I reach over, I grab the rope, I shoot up, tie the rope off on the next limb, come back around, come down, cut the limb, and exactly when that releases is going to be 1 minute and 17 seconds. So I know it's kind of boring sometimes to watch these never-ending tree videos, but I left this one unedited so you can see in real time when you're operating efficiently how long it takes to cut a big limb like this off. And in this situation, I'm tip tying the limb because I don't want it dropping down at the house. I'm just not going to have enough clearance there. This is one of those situations you see a lot of tip tying going on YouTube, and most of it's unnecessary. In this situation, it's going to save me a good bit of time. I'm going to be able to take this whole branch off in one cut because it's tip tied. Myself and the boom and the bucket are going to be completely on the other side of the main stem of the trunk of this tree, so there's going to be no danger at all to any of us when the cut's made.
All right, take two.
All right.
And hold tight.
Hold it tight.
Yeah, get two, get it tight, hold it tight. Should come down and swing out.
All right, tight. Said don't let it down, right?
Right, hold it tight.
Got it.
All right, you gotta get it down a hair, aim to get it clear of those other branches. Little more, hold that, look. Up.
I got it.
Hold that, whoa.
I got it here. I'm waiting for you to swing it.
Well, that means you don't got it.
Well, I got it stationary.
Don't let it down at all. Sometimes close is lucky, sometimes close is good. I'm not sure which we are in this situation, to tell you the truth. Let her down slow, Eamon. Down.
Nice.
There we go. All right, I'll take some of this up, please. Take some rope up to me, please. Good. All right, take that up.
One or not?
One is fine.
Good.
Hold it tight. It's gonna swing, then drop. Down, 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 down. Very pretty. Can you swing me that rope?
Yep.
I got it.
I'm on your over there, man.
All right, we'll take this in two, I guess. All right, take it up, take two.
Here's a good example of a sizable cut made without an undercut. There's no reason to use an undercut on this, so why use one? And that little bit of rip actually makes the piece come down smoother right into the rigging. Very gentle separation, transfer of weight onto the line. So it's all real gentle and smooth. I love the rig like this.
Down, down, down. There we go, real pretty. I got it. get ready to take one.
Alright.
Okay, homie, that's you. What are the things we think about when we're waiting for that rope? Generally, it's what's taking so long with the rope, but I'm not going to think like that. I'm thinking what a beautiful day it is. Look at that shadow. Hi guys. Hey YouTube, how you doing? Get out of there, Eamon. Get the saws out of there too. We'll use the wind to try to float this one across the driveway. Stand clear. Driveway, but it came down tips first.
On this back cut, I'm trying to get quick separation. I don't want that hinge to hold up at all. So I'm coming in, instead of a nice level back cut, I'm coming in on the near side at a 45-degree angle. Then I start at the house side, and I'm cutting in real hard on this house side, taking quite a bit of that back cut out and even knocking out the far corner of that hinge. This way, if the piece goes offline at all, it's going to go to the left, away from the house. But what I'm looking for is early separation, so I get as much forward movement as possible. And you can see that that piece hit tip first, and then the butt came back, landed on top of the pile there. No damage at all to the driveway. So this is the one stub that I need to cut off this tree right here. And then after that, I've got a nice pad of lots of branches and wood down below me. A lot of that stuff was lowered down. Some of it was bombed down, but now it's such a nice wide landing pad. I'm just going to bomb these pieces. They have a little general lean in my favor. I'm cutting deep notches to, as the West Coasters say, cut a little lean into the log. And then getting these pieces to land flat is kind of important. They don't have to land perfectly flat, but I just don't want them spearing in where they might hit a blank spot in that brush pile and come right into the driveway. As long as they hit fairly close to flat, there's no way they're going to do any damage. And it's just going to be easier for me to bomb pieces like this than it is going to be to set up any rigging, even though the rigging rope's right there. So, again, deep notches. The height of this piece relative to the height of the tree is generally going to determine how flat the piece lands. You basically want it to do a 3/4 flip and land on its side. And generally that percentage is about 18 to 20%. That's about it for this tree. I'm going to take one more piece out of the top, then use this pull line to pull the stick towards the street. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Let me know what you think. I think there's some good techniques shown here, a little few finesse points that can help up your game a little bit. Again, don't try anything beyond your abilities. I hope you can understand. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. And thanks for watching.